Good morning, happy Thursday. It's Lexi in the garden on a very, very frosty step this morning where I live that has been the most beautiful overnight frost, and I've got my thermal trousers on because it is a little bit cold. The sun is out, but it's still really, really chilly, but beautiful, beautiful weather. So where are we at the moment? There's a lot coming up. The moon is conjunct to Chiron, so we may be feeling that we're going through old wounds, old pattern. We may be in a place of really, really deep healing, of finding that things are coming up for us that need to be truly washed away, really let go of. We might also find that we're coming out in some physical symptoms at the moment, and it's one thing I've really noticed through talking to people this week is how many people who are on this beautiful path are coming down with my throat starting to go, coming down with coughs, sneezes, sniffles, flu-like symptoms, almost for me taking us back to a place where we've been before, when we have that ascension flu, where we go through yet another major upgrade. So we've been through so many major upgrades over this past year. It really has been a year to remember, but on some of it maybe a year to forget if we've had a difficult year of polarities. But I am really, really seeing the energy at the moment of yet another clearing which is going to really knock us off our feet, take us out for a few days. And it's really important that if this is coming up for you at the moment, as I know it is for so many, is just really resting, thinking about that self-care, thinking about what your body needs to be nourished, but also what does your energetic body need. And that could be just saying to your guides, to everybody else around you, just saying, okay guys, I actually need this physical time to stop, to allow myself to integrate these changes. It's so important that we do occasionally just put the brakes on and go, whoa, actually my physical body, my energetic body just needs to catch up with this roller coaster that we are currently on at the moment. It's the last day of November today, and we're moving into December. And as we move into December, the energies start to ramp up again. We segue into that beautiful 12-12 portal, which will be around before we know it. And that opens the gateway for solstice. And when I start to tune into these energies, it is really once again providing us with a deep choice point of where are we going, who are we? And as part of that choice point, a part of my personal path was really sitting down with my team and deciding whether I wanted to take the contractual way of describing it, because I come from a corporate legal background, would be to exercise the option within my soul contract to take a variation to go down a particular path. And this option was a choice point, and it was shown to me of what I could choose to do. And I sat with it for quite a while. They're always very kind. They always keep it legal. They always give me 21 days to consider. And that choice point, that agreed part of my soul contract, that if I decided to exercise that option, would rapidly speed up everything that's going on for me. So I did exercise that option, and what they're showing to me is that we are going to be asked to really review who we are and really step up to the plate and really be heard, really speak our truths. We're going to be asked to deeply let go of all that no longer serves us, and the schism, the split, whatever you want to call it, between 3D and 5D just becomes so vast now that there really is there's no going back. There's no thinking, oh, I'm on the wrong train here. We're going at full speed. So what I was being shown is, now I've made that decision, going forward into 12-12, going forward into that solstice portal is another set of really deep upgrades, and we're going to start bringing in and anchoring in even higher frequencies. So we're all working at different levels, we're all working at different dimensional levels, we're all anchoring in this 5D energy. But I was also shown that the 7 and the 9 are starting to come through quite deeply as well, and as we move into 2024, 2025, there'll be another activation, so to speak, that we have the central suns. We have 8 online at the moment, and the first 6 are making a metaphorical infinity sign. And they've made a metaphorical infinity sign, so there's one infinity sign with the first 3, one infinity sign with the second 3, and those are slowly merging at the moment. And when they interlock, as they do at solstice, we then have the third infinity sign coming along. So that will be the 7th and the 8th central sun, but also the 9th as well. And that won't come online just yet. We've got about till 2025 was the date that I was given, and that's just going to start ramping up, start moving everything around. So this is very metaphorical, it's very allegorical, but it's really showing us that once these have interlocked, the first 2 interlocked and the third one interlocked, and it creates this triple symbol, this triple lock. And then once that triple lock is brought in, that is when we start to see the 10th, 11th and 12th energies really coming in, really anchoring in and realigning. So, and that's a lot longer process I was shown, but we're really starting to step and move. We're stepping to ramp up. I mean, it's been a year of really ramping up. It's been a year of stepping up as well. And as we go into January, as we start to anchor in those frequencies of Pluto moving into Aquarius, we start to see another shift. We start to see the shackles of Pluto in Capricorn going away. But it will be a turbulent year. I'm really feeling that we'll get into that Pluto and Aquarius energy, then there'll be a retrograde, and then it will go direct in November next year. So we're still in for a lot of a ride. We're still in for a place, you know, of a lot of excitement, a lot of roller coaster of emotions, but putting that to one side, because we like to know what's happening in the future, but we also need to know about the now. And the most important thing to do at the moment is to be in the now, to be in your energy, to be in your soul's sacred space, to lead from your heart. And I often say this, your heart, your soul, very much for me are very interchangeable words. If you're leading from your heart, you're leading from your soul, and vice versa. And what we're really being asked to do is just take these few days, if we are going to go through an upgrade. Some of us are going to really feel it physically. Some of us are going to maybe have a weekend of not feeling too great. But it's really important that before this 12/12 portal opens for us, that we really rest, we really integrate, and we just allow these upgrades, as inconvenient as they can be in this world in which we live in. We never want to be ill, do we? We always want to prove that we have excellent health. This for me isn't about excellent health, it's about upgrading, clearing and cleansing so that your energetic body has really good health going forward. So if you are suffering, and I can feel my nose getting bunked up, I can feel my throat tightening up, and I know that maybe tomorrow, Friday, is going to be a bit of a sofa day, but really just honing in on my energy and looking after myself. If you're feeling that, I'm feeling you deeply, and I'm sending you a lot of love, a lot of healing, but really ride the process. What is this process going to tell you? What is it showing you? It's going to really highlight the areas you need to rest, and we are going to have to keep resting. We're going to have to take this in waves. It's really being shown to me is that, you know, we've been wave after wave after wave, fighting almost like in the trenches, but what we're going to have to do is let one wave go forward, rest, integrate, then the next wave goes. So we're in this constant moving of allowing people to step forward, stepping back. We'll step forward, other people will step back. So it's this circular motion just while we integrate everything that is going on at the moment. A lot of shifts in energy, particularly from that full moon in Gemini. Lots more downloads. You may really find that you're wanting to communicate differently, that you are really ramping up your own downloading as well. You may find you've just got that deep inner knowing. And as we go into that place of the new moon in Sagittarius, which will be a little while yet, but it's about, so it's the 12th. 12th is the 12th. 12 portal, and a new moon as well. It's around the 12th or 13th. That's when our skills are honing, our ability to communicate not only on a physical voice vocal level, but also on that psychic level. It's going to really integrate and really deepen as well. You're going to have a lot of insight, a lot of deep inner knowing. So I feel that it's going to be an interesting ride over the next 3 weeks. When is it not going to be an interesting ride as we just enjoy these last few weeks of the calendar year? But it's also about you staying true to yourself, staying true to you, staying true to your path, staying true to your beliefs, staying true to your energy. So be around those people that light you up, be around those people who make you feel good, the people who can hold space when you need to say something, the people who hold that place where it's just totally non-judgmental. We're really segueing out of that small talk, and it's those parties over Christmas where we feel our energy really stretched. Maybe this is the year to truly winter. This is the year to not stretch our energy, to be within our own bodies, be within our own fields, and just be aware of where we're giving our energy to. It's going to be really important because we need to be in a place where we can deeply receive these energies on so many different levels. So I'm going to leave you now. 11:11 on the camera timer. So I'd love to hear from you if you're really feeling these energies at the moment. If you're feeling a bit rough, I hope you feel better soon. It's going to be an interesting ride. It's going to be a really interesting portal, and we're going to have to learn how to integrate these lights and this upgrade quite quickly, because as we hit 2024, it's all change. So I hope this has resonated with you. I'm wishing you a very happy Thursday, or whatever day you're watching it. Hoping you stay warm. It's a bit cold on this step. So sending you so much love. Take care.